Pod Crawlers with Eric and Kelly.
Welcome to Pod Crawlers. I'm Kelly.
I'm Eric. How you all doing out there in podcast land?
Today we're going to be talking about some blockbuster movies.
The summer movie season has begun a little earlier than usual. Usually it's Memorial Day is the unofficial start.
Weekend.
X-Men Origins, Wolverine, and Star Trek. One of those is better than the other. And we're going to find out shortly which one it is. Little housekeeping information. Our email address is
Podcrawlers@gmail.com.
Our blog is
Podcrawlers.blogspot.com.
And we want to hear from you. Either on the blog by commenting on a review or a post or email.
Yeah.
We do want to hear from you. We know you're out there, listeners.
Someone's downloading this goddamn program.
Thank you. And it's not me. I don't even edit the some bitches.
I know. I've listened to them.
Oh. All right. So, let's talk about Wolverine. I'm sorry, X-Men Origins. Wolverine. This is a prequel, if you can't already tell or don't know. This basically gives us the origin of Wolverine, I'm going to say without a doubt, the most popular X-Men character.
I agree with that.
However, judging by this movie, they kind of treat him like he's not.
How so?
Well, the movie, first of all, isn't that great. It's good. Mm-hmm. It's decent, but it's not great. It's above Daredevil and Elektra quality, but not quite X-Men 2, Spider-Man 2 quality, or even the Incredible Hulk quality.
Okay.
Wolverine, Logan, whatever, is not as badass and not as Wolverine as he is in the X-Men movies, but I guess that can be explained that this happens, years prior, and
right.
He's going through a lot, his change, his transformation. But it just left me empty. Like, I expected more from the character and more from the movie in terms of action pieces and effects. And I didn't get any of that.
I agree, because the way you see it is, like, stuff happens at the beginning. Then you have a lot of, I guess, exposition, in a way.
Yeah, but it's not something that we couldn't figure out our own selves.
Right. And then you have action at the end. And that's kind of how it worked itself out, and
I really didn't care about any of the characters, really.
Right.
I mean, the pieces were generic. The twists were predictable, or if not predictable, lame. What was I say? There's no character development. Like with the X-Men movies, you kind of see like Wolverine being the loner. Then he becomes, a team player, I guess. And, with the Spider-Man movies, you have Peter Parker in the beginning, the nerd, who still the nerd in the end, but he grows up a little bit. The Batman movies, the reboot movies, you get character development.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't anything. I don't think any of the characters grew. Yeah, he became Wolverine. But he didn't. He was Wolverine in the beginning. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when he was a kid, it seemed. So, I don't know. There just wasn't much meat.
I agree.
You agree?
I do.
We saw this movie in the theater, by the way, about a week after its initial release, and we were the only ones in the theater.
That is true. Although I do prefer it that way.
Oh, I do too.
So.
And then, if any movie deserved it, like we saw X-Files opening day in an empty theater. And that really didn't deserve it.
Right.
Wolverine kind of does, because it's really nothing special.
Well, we did see it in the morning, though. I'm sure.
True.
The whole theater during that whole day wasn't like that.
I would hope not. Moving on to the better movie, Star Trek.
Way better.
Way better. Kudos to you, Mr. Abrams. Kudos. I almost forgive you for putting us through crappy, boring seasons of Lost now. But Star Trek, for those that don't know, you can't say it's a reboot. Not to spoil anything, but it's not a reboot.
No, it's not at all.
It's, can't say much about the story without spoiling.
It's kind of like you're reimagining in a way.
But it really takes place officially.
Yes.
So, I just urge you people to see that I actually give this a Podcrawler's recommendation.
I thought it was great.
Well, what's your history with Star Trek? Like, how did you go into the movie? Did you see the movies or the series, different series?
Not really. I mean, I used to watch The Next Generation when I was younger. I probably know that story the best of all of them. I've seen old Star Trek, like Kirk time Star Trek, but I wasn't super familiar with, the history itself.
Right. And the good thing about this movie is that you don't need to know.
No, exactly.
Which I appreciate.
You're kind of filled in, I guess, in a way.
But if you do know it, then you kind of, like me, sit there watching the whole movie with a smile. But so you went in, and I think the success of this movie is because it does appeal to people who know nothing about Star Trek.
Exactly.
But for those that do, it's it's a satisfying romp, if I can use that. Let's talk about the acting, because this is really an ensemble cast, actually.
It is.
This isn't a William Shatner movie. This isn't a Hugh Jackman movie.
Right.
This is an ensemble cast. Chris Pine is not the star of this movie.
Really.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Let's start with Chris Pine. I have no previous experience with him.
I have previous experience, but it's mainly just when he's played the romantic lead in the movie. I don't think he's bad.
Right.
I definitely think he's way better as Kirk than William Shatner.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
And I even read somewhere today, actually, that he watched, I believe, not all the episodes, but maybe certain ones, I think. And he purposefully, I guess him and J.J. Abrams purposefully got away from that. Exactly. Because he is his own Kirk. This is a new Star Trek.
It is.
Which I appreciate, because after years, and he's still doing it, the Shatner thing has basically worn off, I think. He's just a parody of himself now.
What do you mean?
And I'm glad that he wasn't in the movie in any shape or form.
I totally agree with that, because I think he would have just not been a good thing for this movie.
Right. Leonard Nimoy, however, is in it. Not to spoil anything, he's Spock.
Well, yeah.
And I appreciate that as much as I appreciate Shatner not being in this.
Yes. I think Leonard Nimoy was the best choice for someone to return.
And it actually made sense.
Although I would have liked to see George Takei. I think he's cute. He's adorable.
Yeah, but what could he do in the movie?
No, I know.
I guess he could play his own father, maybe. We could have seen a scene with,
That's
Sulu
true.
being sent off.
That's
or something.
true.
But
I think Leonard Nimoy was the best bet.
Yeah, and it makes sense for those that know because he's around during the Next Generation, so and beyond. So that makes sense. Zachary Quinto is young Spock, I guess, or current Spock, I guess.
I loved him as Spock. I obviously am familiar with him from our watching of Heroes, which we don't do anymore.
Yes. With good reason.
But I loved him as Spock. I thought he made a great Spock. I thought his acting was phenomenal.
Yeah, and I'm sure you would bring this up at some point in this episode, but at no point in this movie did I say, that's Siler.
Exactly.
That's Simon Pegg. That's John Cho. However, I did think that about Eric Bana as the bad guy.
See, I did not. I did not think that's Eric Bana.
Right.
Personally. I mean, I don't think his acting was phenomenal or anything.
No.
But to me, it was just, some guy playing a bad guy. I wasn't thinking, that's Eric Bana.
And on this note here, he does play a bad guy, and we get it. And that's all he does. Like, they did give him a reason to being a bad guy,
yes.
Which is great. Instead of him being like, I am just going to destroy shit for no reason, really, or a threadbare reason. Khan in Star Trek 2, great reason for being the bad guy. Well, and when we say bad guy, that's in relation to the good guys.
Right.
Because he believes he's good, and
He's
what he's doing is right. Exactly. With Khan, it was the same thing. He was stranded on the planet. His wife and family died. He's pissed.
Right.
Basically the same thing here, kind of. But whereas here, yeah, he's given a reason, but I never care about him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it's sad that your family died. And your people, spoiler, your people die.
Mm-hmm.
But why should I care? I care about Khan. Sometimes in Star Trek 2, I want Khan to succeed, because I feel for him.
Right.
Not once did I sympathize with with Bana's character in this one.
I agree with you. I didn't sympathize with his character either. But I don't think it has anything to do with Eric Bana.
True, I guess.
Like, I just don't think that the character... I mean, the movie has parts that are focused on emotions. And, obviously if you know anything about Spock's character, his emotions, there's kind of a weirdness with his emotions. And there was just, no real emotion with this character. But I don't think it was necessarily the way it was played. I think maybe that's just the way
it was supposed to be.
It was supposed to be.
And I appreciate that. However, for it to be a complete 4-star movie for me, there had to be some kind of sympathy for the guy. And there really wasn't. No fault of the movie. That might have been its purpose, but anywho, quickly, the other cast, Simon Pegg as Scotty.
I loved him as Scotty, but in that case, I thought from the moment I saw him, that's Simon Pegg.
Yeah. And unfortunately, he is kind of the comedy relief.
He's definitely the comedy relief.
Which, okay.
But it's Simon Pegg. I mean,
it's true.
They went with a different type of Scotty, probably just for that particular reason.
Right.
Because he is the comedian.
Right. John Cho as Sulu kicks all kinds of ass.
He does. I was very impressed by John Cho.
Yeah.
I mean, I have never really thought of Sulu being kind of a badass, but...
Well, you've never seen the original movies, and that's where I think he's more of a badass. Just, not in terms of physical prowess, but in terms of just coolness, like getting out of situations and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, John Cho, could he be the next action star?
I don't know.
Who else was in this here movie?
Let's see.
Zoe Saldana.
Zoe Saldana.
As Uhura did a fine job, I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
Of course, I'm familiar with her from Center Stage, among other movies. And so I kind of thought, oh, well, it's Zoe Saldana.
Right.
So
but I had
it took away from it, for me at least, a little bit.
And it didn't dawn on me that Mr. Carl Urban was in this as McCoy.
He was fabulous as McCoy. I thought he was great as McCoy, because not for a single second did I ever think that's Carl Urban.
No.
Not at all. I mean, I knew it was Carl Urban, but I didn't think, oh look, Carl Urban is playing McCoy. No.
Well, he looked familiar to me, and I just couldn't place the name, and then you said something, or the credits, came rolling around. But yeah.
Mr. Carl Urban.
Winona Ryder is in this movie as Spock's mother.
Wow. I mean, did they advertise that at all? No.
Which is a good thing, I think.
Yes, I agree.
Sure, Tyler Perry is in this.
For a split second.
Oh, Jesus. I saw him and... he's not a bad actor for the role that he played, but just knowing it's Tyler Perry kind of...
took away.
That's like if Tom Cruise was in it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, really? I think we talked about the good points to this here flick. The bad. There is some bad, like I mentioned.
Okay.
For me, at least, Eric Bana, a little bit.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of the bad. I understand that this is a different Star Trek movie and they're taking it somewhere else. However, for me, the original cast, the original crew, I don't even know how to put this. The point of it was that you had Spock as the logical one, McCoy as the emotional one, and Kirk as the in-between.
And that's not really shown.
Right. This, in the original, with the original crew, all three were friends, and all three were equals. Now, however, this is in the beginning of their careers, the Star Trek movie, so maybe that will grow.
It's not the beginning of their careers, but okay.
Well, their Enterprise careers.
Okay.
And what we get here is basically Spock and Kirk being buds. Kirk is buds with McCoy. They are friends, but we're kind of like told it. We're not really shown... Well, we're kind of shown it, but not on the level that I want it.
Uh-huh.
I need it just a little bit more. But maybe that's, it's early in...
To come in the future.
Right. Or not. Who knows?
Yes, This is a different Star Trek.
It is. Another thing that I really didn't like... Well, I can't say that because there was nothing I really didn't like.
Okay.
I actually want more, which is a good thing and a bad thing.
Well, it's hard when you get a movie that you really enjoy to know that you have to wait
a couple years
for it to happen. And, I felt that way a lot about Transformers. Mm-hmm. And now I'm starting to get excited as I'm seeing trailers for Transformers 2. And quite honestly, at the moment, it seems like it's going to be forever. But with everything else coming out that we want to see or whatever, I think the time will actually go by faster than we think.
I hope. Kind of a coincidental theme, these two movies we've talked about. Mm-hmm. They're both prequels.
Yes.
However, Star Trek really isn't a prequel. It is, but it isn't.
Right.
And I think it succeeds because they made that work into the storyline.
Yeah.
Wolverine is a prequel. No bones about it. It's a prequel. They even say, this is a prequel.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a problem. I think prequels rarely succeed. And you have to make it work. You have to give us something fresh and new. Star Trek did, I think.
Yeah.
It gave us a realistic Star Trek universe. The Enterprise, for the most part, is realistic. It's all pretty on the bridge, but in the engine room, it's like
there's dirt.
It's like a Nightmare on Elm Street boiler room.
Yeah. Also, what I really liked about Star Trek is that it set us up for pretty much anything else to come.
Without any expectations.
Yeah.
It's a new Enterprise, a new crew. Names are the same, but
who knows what's going to happen?
Who knows? So, definitely recommend Star Trek. Podcrawlers fans, you need to see it.
Yep.
And we're not Trekkies. I love the movies, most of them. And this might be my favorite Star Trek movie. Up there with Wrath of Khan. Excuse me. I place that on a pedestal. So, it's just as good then.
I am like less than a not even Trekkie. I mean, I don't really know anything. I mean, well, that's not entirely true, but I haven't seen the movies. I don't think I've seen any of the movies from start to finish in one sitting.
Right.
And this just blew me away. Like, I remember, don't remember what movie it was, but I remember when we first saw a preview where they show the USS Enterprise being built.
Right.
And that, to me, just seeing that made me really want to see it.
Well, that preview worked.
Yeah.
It really did. You knew that you were going to see something special, and we did.
And epic.
Right. This... Yes. Like you hear, well, you don't hear frequently, the genre space opera.
Mm-hmm.
This is the space opera. Forget Star Wars. Forget Star Wars. This is what a space epic should be.
I don't know if I can go that far.
I just did.
You did. I said I don't know if I could go that far.
I'm not gonna try to persuade you. I think we've gushed about Star Trek enough and kind of left Wolverine in the in its shadow.
And the thing is, I did like Wolverine.
Yeah, it was decent.
But Star Trek was just so good that, Wolverine who? We didn't talk about, I know we're towards the end, but we didn't talk about Liev Schreiber.
As Sabretooth and Wolverine. Excellent.
I love Liev Schreiber. I can't think off the top of my head of a single role where I don't love Liev Schreiber. I thought he was great as Sabretooth. I think if they continue with him as Sabretooth...
Yeah.
that they could possibly do even better than they did with Wolverine.
I think they should do a Sabretooth movie.
I agree.
But have it take place, right, and have it take place, like, after the X-Men movies.
Oh, okay.
Like, have it be a prequel / sequel, where we get what happened to him from when we see him in Wolverine, to X-Men, the first X-Men movie, because he transforms, obviously.
You're right.
If it is the same Sabretooth. To after the movie, where he regains his memories or whatever, and he goes after Wolverine full tilt. Mm-hmm. It'd be a better movie than Wolverine, but...
Or I think maybe even they could have made the origins better if they focus on both of them and not so much on just Wolverine.
Right. No, I agree. And maybe...
Because they are brothers. I mean...
Right.
It's not like they're just two people that both end up,
Right.
in the same type of good versus evil universe at a later date.
Right.
They're brothers.
Right.
So I think they could have focused on that a little bit more and not have just focused on, what's Wolverine been doing all this time?
Exactly. Because he really wasn't doing much.
No.
If you watch Wolverine and you stay till after the credits, there is a scene. Star Trek, however, don't stay through the credits. There is no scene at the end.
Yeah, we made that mistake. We were hoping.
Yeah, and today I looked online and there was even a comment how there was nothing after the credits.
But you think, this is a J.J. Abrams project.
Mm-hmm.
And he's all about the
gimmick
things. I thought for sure there would be something at the end. Like, I don't know. Something on the caliber of, like, seeing the Death Star in Star Wars or something. You know?
Or, even at the very end, have Leonard Nimoy's Spock maybe talking to somebody and the person turns around and it's... I have no idea. Something.
Yeah.
So. But it'll be interesting to see what they do for a sequel. I think they should do... And I know that they're trying to get away from the past and trying to do something original. But screw it. Introduce Khan into the series. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Just as long as they don't go back in time and play with whales. I mean, really. Anywho, I'm Eric.
I'm Kelly.
We are not nerds. Really.
I'm not a nerd.
I'm not a nerd. As
You're
I sit here with the Dragon Ball manga.
That's right.
This is Pod Crawlers.